Hello guys, welcome to Unisyn's weekly fundamental analysis. First of all, as usual, we'll look into the US dollar, the dollar index. Alright, the dollar index rebounded slightly this week in volatility, and rising concerns about the epidemic have increased dollar safe haven demand. But a weak US economic outlook has put pressure on the dollar in the medium and so has the long term. Alright, so one of the big news, the mutant COVID-19 spread rapidly in the UK this week and the safe haven property of US dollar cash was stimulated. Alright, the spread of the new virus has caused the European investors to dump stocks while transferring funds to safe haven US dollars. According to the British government's confirmation, a mutated new COVID-19 virus is spreading rapidly in London and southeastern England, and its spread speed is 70% faster than the originally discovered COVID-19 virus. For this reason, the British government has prevented and controlled the epidemic in London and other places. The level is raised to the newly added fourth level, which is the highest level. All right. So British Prime Minister Johnson announced on the 19th that from 20th, the London, the south east and the east of England will be upgraded from the current third level prevention and control level into four level. The level 4, which is the highest level, for a period of 2 weeks, and Hancock hinted on 20th that the level 4 prevention and control measures may last for several months until the new COVID-19 vaccine is widely vaccinated in the UK to ensure people's safety. Alright, as we can see, the current population of the UK at the fourth level of epidemic prevention is about 16.4 million person, which is an astonishing number. It can be seen that the economy will plummet in the short term. Alright. Furthermore, we'll look into the pound. Let us recall that the UK and the European Union rushed to reach a historic post-Brexit trade agreement on Christmas Eve, avoiding a hard Brexit ending a week later and laying the foundation for a new relationship between two parties. The 500-page agreement still needs to be approved by the respective parliaments. According to the agreed new business framework, Britain and Europe will conduct zero tariff and quota-free commodity trade, but it will not apply to the service industry or financial services industry. As a result, Britain will face the largest resettlement of foreign trade relations between developed economies since World War II, and the relationship between the Britain and Europe may also be a long-term problem in British politics. All right, so we'll look into the gold and silver, which is a commodities. Okay, so in 2020, under the influence of the new COVID-19 epidemic, the major central banks introduced ultra loose monetary policy responses. A series of changes caused gold prices to experience several twists and turns, and the price of gold is currently far above $1,500 level at the beginning of year 2020. Silver, which is also a precious metal, has also attracted the attention of investors. The price of silver has once outperformed gold. Investors expect that gold and silver will continue to rise in 2021. The gold price outlook for 2021, alright, despite the liquidity flooding the financial markets, the outlook for inflation in major economies remains sluggish, and the major central banks have stated that they will maintain extremely loose policies until they see a convincing rise in price pressures. This shows that the investor will not give up gold in the near future. On the other hand, the return of mass vaccination of the COVID-19 vaccine to normal may make risk-sensitive assets more attractive, especially in the second half of 2021, and curb demand for gold. Overall, the outlook for gold is still optimistic compared with 2020. The growth rate of price has slowed down. Alright, lastly, we'll look into the Australian dollar. In 2020, the Australian dollar rose 38% against the US dollar, which is a rare phenomenon in the foreign exchange market. Australia's successful fight against the epidemic, Asia's demand for its iron ore and other commodities, and the actions of the Reserve Bank of Australia are the forces behind the recovery of the Australian dollar. On 23rd of December, the market analyst Yohei Allen pointed out that compared to most countries in the world, Australia has withstood the impact of the epidemic crisis better and pushed the Australian dollar higher before the end of the year. Combined with the Reserve Bank of Australia's expectations of maintaining stability, it may strengthen the Australian dollar rally in early 2021. However, international trade tensions are bound to put pressure on the Australian dollar, especially in the second half of 2021. Therefore, he predicts that in 2021, the Australian dollar will converge against the dollar with a trend of first rising and then falling, right? So this will be the forex calendar for next week. So as usual for traders who will be trading in this news, please put your stop loss well, as there will be a little bit of fluctuation if there is always a news. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching.